Is Toastmaster Harris, who will speak on My HR Vital Statistics. Toastmaster Harris on My HR Vital Statistics.
They say statistics are like bikinis because what they reveal is more suggestive and what it hides is more vital. I agree with Aaron Levinston, who said this explosive but very explicit statement. HR guys don't like statistics very much because of the curves, the shapes, the circles, graphs. And they hide something which is very important to take a decision. Take this example for an instant. Operation managers, they do the operations through certain operating statistical tools. They believe if one person can do a work in 12 days, 12 people can do the work in 1 day. But HR guys don't know for very sure. Because 12 people doing the same work will create more problems than they can solve. How many of you here knows Charles Darwin? And how many of you know the masterpiece theory of his, the theory of evolution and natural selection? There was a survey, statistical survey, which was conducted in line with theory of evolution to evolve good workers as a managers. According to this survey, it says that 1 out of 3 individuals will aspire to take their career to the next level as managers. If you don't believe, look at that person who's sitting at you towards your left. Look at him. Yeah? Is he good? And look at the one who's sitting next to you towards your right. If not, you can look at me. So how many of you are here? 3. Now, tell me, out of 3, 1 of you would like to be a manager. You don't have to name it. Right? Okay. HR guys always believe in giving free advices. Being a one, I like to give free advices. I've broken down all those most important principles of success into 4 playful success mantras. You like to have them in case if you want to?
Yes.
Mantra 1, blessed are those who are politically right. When you become manager, ensure that you will not tell an aspiring candidate who comes for an interview that we will select you provided we don't get a better candidate. Provided you meet certain criteria. What if the candidate asks to who is this certain criteria whom I have to meet? Don't ever tell an aspiring secretary that you will be on a probation for 9 months and based on the compatibility you will be made permanent. Principle 2. Thou shalt realize the depth of your dream is measured through the height of your self-esteem. Self-esteem and power to buy and power to sell is the most important aspect for the success. I have 2 rupees in my pocket. I don't know whether I have. And you have more than that. Tell me who got more buying power. And who got more self-esteem? Now imagine if you go to a coffee shop next door with 2 rupees in your pocket, they'll make you a very resourceful person by asking you to clean the utilized resources. Principle 3, blessed are those who will not sleep when they are at work, else they will get things done. One day on Saturday morning, when I was not so very sober, I filled in HR application of a person who was no more as reason for separation as deceased. Yeah. And then out of my sheer primitive mind superior to intelligence, I wrote yes in the column of rehire. When the HR auditor discovered it, he said this is the case of no rehire in the case of his exit. I have to shell out my energy to convince him. I did that mistake because I respect the resources who work in distilleries. I hate scotch. But what about the people who work in the distilleries, their ambitions, their aspirations? It's sheer because of my likeliness I do this. I also said, I don't forget even the people who work in animal resources industries. Now, there are a few people here who are trying to see if I can end their speech, because they say all of the things I can. But before you take a call to end the speech, oh, sorry, I forgot the most important punchline of the speech. Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Good evening, judges. You're looking beautiful today. Shall I pass this baton to the contest chair now? Over to you, Toastmaster.